You may have seen this headline here and there, but maybe not as much as you would think. There's a rapper named David. He spells it with a 4 for the A. His Tesla was found, and there's a 15-year-old dismembered girl inside, decomposing body, Celeste Hernandez. She disappeared when she was 13, and he's canceled his tour, and he's just left the house that he was living in, and he has not been arrested. There is an interesting thing. When he was on tour, he'd have a casket beside the stage, and then he reenacted taking a body and putting it into the trunk of a car.
Okay.
No way.
Yep. I mean, that could just be like really bad coincidence, but it seems...
Or set up.
And he wrote a song called Romantic Homicide.
Okay, 2 really bad coincidences.
Right. And then there's allegations that they had dated. I don't know. There's all sorts of rumors out there. Let's go.
I think real quick, I know her parents were interviewed, and she had been missing for a full year.
Yeah.
And then the parents were very concerned because they started seeing these reports, and her boyfriend, they knew his name was David.
It was David.
So it's like
That's right.
parents had this idea, and then now we're discovering all of these things.
And then
It's
he was
sickening.
never arrested, you're saying? Or
He
not
has
even?
not been arrested.
Is he a suspect?
I don't know. Let's talk to our official attorney, Lisa Lanier. I get confused sometimes if you're a person of interest or suspect. Good morning, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, good morning. This is so crazy, right? And they have not arrested him. They've not named him as a suspect, but obviously, I mean, they're looking at him, right?
Yeah.
They have executed search warrants on his former residence or one of his residences. This is his Tesla, and it had been deemed abandoned, but it had been moved several times recently, but it was illegally parked. That's what got it impounded. And he's been linked to this girl in lots of photos and social media posts and things like that since she was 13 years old, which is straight up creepy, right? I mean, which is pedophilia creepy.
Yeah.
And then they had matching tattoos. It hasn't been confirmed that they were dating, but it sort of strongly points to that because a teacher of hers in middle school said that her boyfriend, David, this rapper from L.A., had come and taken her away when she was 13. She came back briefly and then disappeared again. And as you said, this guy, I mean, I went down so many rabbit holes on this guy. He was really into anime, and he had an alter ego that was a murderous villain that he wrote about in songs and, like you said, on stage. And he had a song that was not released yet about Celeste. And I mean, it goes on and on and on. So I think we're going to see charges. But the problem is, everybody's going, look, she was in his car, dismembered in a plastic bag. How do you not arrest this guy? Well, they don't have a cause of death or manner of death, and they need more evidence. I mean, I think charges will come, but this is really where these people are going to lawyer up, get really good representation. They want to make sure authorities do that. They have all of the boxes checked, right? That they know, because, I mean, like this guy, he could be claiming that his car was, missing or who knows what in somebody else's possession. So they need to link up. And they say he's cooperating fully at this point, but he has been dropped by several big sponsors, all of his sponsors, I think, but he had some big ones, and he's canceled his world tour. So I'm expecting charges will be forthcoming. They're just getting their ducks really in a row.
Well, like Jared said earlier, I was interested too. And they did this with, I think, the Charlie Kirk assassin. Why do they say person of interest? Does that mean he's not a suspect yet? And if it's a person of interest and they interview him and then it's a suspect?
Yeah, I mean, it usually goes person of interest when they just have some leads, but they really haven't found evidence. But then once the evidence starts to form, then they will call them a suspect, and then there'll be an arrest. So it's kind of in stages like that.
Well, and then you try to make things like if it was like if Jason, most likely. I have a Tesla, but Jason most likely would have a dismembered body in his car. I mean,
thank you.
I'm not saying it's likely, but out of us, most likely, I'd probably be second.
Matt has a very bad temper when he gets mad too.
I think Katie might be third. I think Matt's fourth.
Yeah, but
no way.
Yeah.
Matt is definitely more murderous than most of you.
I think Katie in a rage. You think he's more than me?
Murderous Matt. Come on.
Yes,
Murderous
because
Matt.
He sits there, and then I think he can break, like when he almost.
Oh, maybe so. We get our anger out more
Yeah.
consistently.
There's definitely one thing we do is something happens one time and we don't let it go.
Yeah.
That is something that we
100%.
do more than anything.
We are.
We are all victims of that,
I
for sure.
could tell Matt's
So
about
it
to
sounds
fight
like you're all,
somebody.
you're all capable of murder, but would you dismember the body?
I
afterward?
know.
I can't look at
Right, I mean-
like if I have an ingrown toenail, I'm like, oh
Yeah,
gosh,
no.
I want to throw up.
And I was
Too
just
much work.
thinking I could do it, but then I would not be able to lift the body to get rid of it. So
Yeah.
I'm out.
Haven't you ever
You know.
seen Matt in the promotions meeting when he gets mad? You can tell he's about to murder somebody.
I
That's
kind of
true.
see it right now when you're talking.
I think it's just my face. That works.
Hey, Lisa,
As long as you're afraid of me, that counts. I'm good with that.
It helps.
I'm good with
That's a
that.
plus.
how much more evidence do you possibly need? I mean, we see cases all the time where all of a sudden
There's nobody.
Yeah, and this guy. I mean, I know the Tesla can drive itself. I don't think the Tesla can put somebody in the
Murder
trunk.
and dismember, right?
Right.
I mean,
Right.
he's got. You talk about they link people together sometimes with like DNA. Well, there's got to be DNA of him in his own car, and it's like, what are they waiting for? What more evidence do they possibly need? Are they not capable, or are they? You're saying
No, they're just waiting. They're waiting for further autopsy results to show the cause and manner of death. Because, I mean, there are situations, and I'm not saying at all that this is his situation, but where somebody, has an accidental overdose and you get scared and you hide the body, or
Oh.
or like where she committed suicide or something. I mean, there's a million possibilities where he could have, and there's even cases where somebody dies of natural causes, but the person freaks out because they're like, oh my God, this 15-year-old just died in my apartment.
See, Katie, you got to look the whole picture, not judge things out of context.
What the hell are you talking
When
about?
Jason
I'm
is
just
like,
sitting
why
here.
is he not arrested now?
But I'm by no
Jason.
means suggesting that any of that happened, because look at all the other evidence. I mean, I think
I know.
all the other, the murderous, songs and the displays and the anime and
The matching tattoos, pictures together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I mean,
think we're going to see some charges.
yeah, I mean, and then, just since we have you on, we can get this more if there's anything to it. Have you heard about the Ray J is claiming he has a RICO case? He's working with the feds against Kim K and Kris Jenner. It just came out today.
And worse than P. Diddy.
He says worse than P. Diddy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I just saw the headline of that. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that really, comes to anything.
But what if it doesn't, Lisa?
That's the question, I guess,
Then
for
what
today.
happens?
Then, yeah. Well, I
Like
mean,
he just made
then-
it up.
Yeah, then you could be looking at defamation. If it's, but the standard, that's exactly what I thought when I saw that headline, was that, if this isn't true, it's kind of the definition of defamation, because if you make up something intentionally to harm someone that is very damaging to them like this, then that can, absolutely, with a celebrity, it is a heightened standard. It has to be malicious, has to be knowing. But here, I mean, it sounds like that. If this is false, then that would be the case, I would think.
And explain. A lot of people always get confused. What does racketeering actually mean? I've heard it all my life, but
It's essentially using a business to perpetuate crimes, or so you might have a bit, like it could be a music business. It often involves moving money across state lines. It can be a million different things, but it's actually how they used to when they couldn't get mobsters, right? For the underlying crimes that they were committing, when they couldn't get them for the murders and the extortion and all the bribery and stuff, they would get them on RICO, because they would say, okay, you're operating a criminal enterprise.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they might have use their
It's like a
business
With their
front.
businesses,
with their
yeah.
businesses. Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they get you on all these other where you're not following the law with regard to some of your other businesses. You're racketeering, you're using them under false pretenses, and that's how they would bring down these mobsters.
And in the RICO cases, would that sometimes lead? Maybe they couldn't get a warrant because they didn't have enough evidence. Could it lead to solving some murders, different things? Because then they start
Absolutely.
pinching people, and okay,
Maybe that's why Kim
Yeah.
K is going to law school.
yeah,
So
maybe.
she can be in on it. She knows what she
Maybe,
can and can't
yeah.
do. I know, because we were all surprised when that happened.
Yeah.
Does she have a
Why?
license?
No, she's
She
in a
doesn't-
program where I don't
Yeah.
think she's taking the bar.
Like, you can take the classes to get some certifications, but not with the bar.
I heard. I don't know if this is true or not. Probably Lisa would know, obviously, that you do not have to go to law school or anything as long as you can pass the bar. Is that true?
No, in most states you have to have a degree now. It used to be true, and I don't even know if there are any states left where you don't have to go to law school.
Fake
It
news,
used to be the
Jason.
case,
Oh, I said used to. She
Fake
said
news.
used to.
But
She
you,
said
Yeah.
used to.
but you can be a judge, correct, without being a lawyer. Is that true?
In some types of judges, yeah, and certainly in
I've heard
some,
even you could be a Supreme Court judge, not that it would happen, and not be a lawyer ever. And I'm like, or even a lower level judge. I'm like, that's insane.
I wouldn't even know where to
that's
start.
insane.
Like,
That's
I'd have,
insane.
where would you even start with that? If you don't have the background, you like just make up words while you're up there?
Yeah, and then like when you would have to,
Yeah.
what do they call it when the Supreme Court, they come down with a decision and then somebody writes what do they call it, Lisa? Let's say
they write the decision.
decision,
Yeah.
and then you don't have it. You're just like, I didn't like it. It was dumb.
I don't know. Or like, what do y'all think?
Yeah. They're like, this guy's
You know,
terrible.
I almost went to law school. I got accepted into law school, and I almost went to law school to become an attorney.
I thought you were.
Is that an ECPI
Yeah.
or DeVry?
I thought
No
you were.
offense to them.
It wasn't a great law school, but I'm sure Lisa might have heard of it. Roger Williams University in Rhode Island.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
This is like, no, I have not.
But
Roger
look,
Rabbit University. I heard of it.
She
yeah.
said that
Turned
the
out
same
so
way
much
that
better
drummer
for
said
you.
Jason was a good drummer.
That's
Wow.
not true.
Wow,
The
that's
guy
awesome.
No, he came up to me, and Lisa, have you heard of that school?
Yeah, I've heard of that school.
Oh.
But hey, look, lawyers are a dime a dozen, so you're better off doing
There
what
you
you're doing.
go.
Yeah.
I thought you were like a volunteer firefighter.
I was.
Oh, done
And
a lot
then
of things.
like an amateur magician.
Uh-huh.
I studied magic. Yeah,
And like,
Amateur, what a slap in the face.
Sorry.
wasn't professional. I didn't get
I
money.
mean, you were going to police officer at one point, right?
yeah.
I did go to do study. Well, that's what I studied ultimately, criminal justice. But I only
Okay.
took that because it was a very easy course. I didn't have to study for
Oh.
the major in
I think
school.
you'd be a good defense attorney.
or prosecutor.
He'd be the most annoying.
I mean, you would need a lot of very understanding paralegals.
Yes.
That get everything ready for you, but then like I think you would find loophole after loophole after loophole to the point that the judge would be like, all right, just stop. Your person's not guilty. Just go
He'd
ahead.
rule in your favor just to get you to stop.
This does go to show, though, that when all of your other plans fail, radio's the path for you.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause
Radio
all the
is
other
the-
things.
is the key.
Yeah, I wanted to be on Sports Center, and here I am,
Here we are.
not on TV.
Well, I wanted to, if I was an attorney, I was thinking that you would make a lot of money right away, but it's not like that. You really have to develop a reputation. And I just live my life now through Lisa Lanier's posts.
Yes.
Where in the world is
Lisa now?
Lanier? Yes, and we're like, oh, that looks fun, and you've earned it. You're a
Yes.
top 100. I know you don't ever tell people that, but a top 100 attorney in the country. And like, there's over 1 million attorneys. That's really impressive. I know that probably embarrasses you, but I think it's freaking awesome. If that was me, I would have shirts made. Top 100
yeah.
attorney in the country, and like, there's 1 million, right? There's 1 million, and I'm the top 0.001% of attorneys. But maybe that's why you're successful, because you're humble about it. But anyway, if you're ever injured, contact Lisa right away. Thank you, Lisa, at hireaheavyweight.com.